Hello there, kids! It's another brand new day today. Let's rediscover fun and learn English together. Welcome to my English class. This is Sir Charles, your English teacher for today.
Before we start, kids, make sure to prepare your English notebook, your English module, and your ballpen. Today, kids, it's another new adventure in learning about verbs. This video lesson will help you in discovering the simple present tense of the verb in sentences. But before that, let us have first our English routine, the 5 words a week, and a paragraph a day project. The word for today is isolated. Say the word after me. Isolated. The meaning of the word isolated is set apart from others. This word isolated can be used as a verb or an adjective. Certain patients must be isolated in a separate ward. Certain patients are kept in an isolated place. Word family of the word isolated: isolate, isolation, isolating, isolator. Let's read a paragraph using the word isolated. The mayor announced that starting tomorrow, all tourists and passengers arriving at the city with any of the symptoms of COVID-19 will be immediately isolated. The city prime hospital will be used as an isolation area. All passengers who do not have any existing symptoms must subject themselves to home quarantine.
Let us have a recap or a review of the lesson that we had last time in English. Do you still remember the lesson we had last time in English? Perfect.
Anyone who can give the recap? Great! The lesson we had last time was about using correct time expressions to tell an action in the present. Time expressions are words that tell the time. Time expressions in the present time are used when actions speak about present routines or things that are happening now. They are also used when things are done habitually, happen regularly, and repeatedly all the time. Who can give me examples of time expressions in the present? Great answer! Examples of time expressions in the present are every day, every week, every year, yearly, annually, monthly, every month, and others. It's reading time, kids! But before that, let's learn first these 5 words that we're going to encounter in the paragraph. Are you ready? Great! Number 1. I read a book during my leisure. The word is leisure. A. Free time. B. Small place. C. Busy schedule. The correct answer is free time. Leisure means free time. Number 2. My mother helps me accomplish my modules. The word is accomplish. A. To carry out. B. To study. C. To ignore. The correct answer is letter A. To carry out. Accomplish means to carry out. Sentence number 3. My family loves to have a picnic in our farm. The word is picnic. Letter A. Outing with food by people in the open. Letter B. A travel or journey. Letter C. A house party. The correct answer is letter A. Outing with food by people in the open. Number 4. He loves picking fruits from fruit-bearing trees. The word is fruit-bearing. Letter A. Plants that have flowers. B. Plants that bear fruits. C. Plants that grow in the wild. The correct answer is plants that bear fruits. Last sentence. I prefer playing outdoor games during sunny days. What do you mean by outdoor games? A. Games that are played outside. B. Games that are played inside the classroom. C. Games that are played both in and out of the house. Outdoor games mean A. Games that are played outside. So those are the 5 words that you will be meeting as we go on with the paragraph. Before we proceed to the paragraph, let us answer this question. What do you usually do during Saturdays and Sundays? Anyone who can share? Great answer! You go to the mall? You play with your friends? You go shopping? You read books and stories? You go to beaches with your family? All of your answer, kids, are correct. We can do many things during Saturdays and Sundays. We can do many things during our leisure. In the paragraph that we're going to read, let's find out how does the author of the paragraph spend his weekend and how it is important to spend time with loved ones. It's reading time, kids. Please follow standards in reading aloud. How my family and I spend our weekend. A sample journal by a grade 4 pupil. During weekdays, I spend my time accomplishing my modules with the help of my mother, while my father works away from home. But my dad sees to it that he spends his leisure with me and my mom at least once a week. At weekend, we usually go to our farm in a nearby town to have a picnic. We bring our favorite food for snacks, lunch, and even dinner. Mother enjoys taking care of the plants. Father loves picking fruits from the fruit-bearing trees with my other uncles. I feed the animals in the farm. My cousins and I also play kite, which my grandfather made for me. We play hide and seek and other outdoor games. I love staying at a farm with my family. It feels great to spend time with the people you love. Our teacher told us that spending time with family is a healthy habit to build a strong family relationship and have a happy life. Now let us talk about the story we just read. How does the writer of the paragraph spend his weekend? Care to answer, anybody? Exactly! He spends his weekend having a picnic with his family. During weekdays, what does the boy do? Anybody? Certainly! During weekdays, he accomplishes his modules. Does he love what they do during weekend? Yes? Of course! Because it feels good to spend time with people you love. How is it important to spend time with family? Great answer. It is important to spend time with family because it builds strong relationship and have a happy life. As a child, would you spend your weekend with your family and why? Would you share your answer? Yes, because they are the most important persons in our lives. Let us always bear in mind, class, that spending time with family is a healthy habit to build a strong family relationship and have a happy life. Now let's take a look at these sets of sentences. These sentences are taken from the paragraph that we just read. Let's read the sentences. In column A, my mama helps me accomplish my modules. Number 2, my papa sees to it that he spends his leisure with me and my mom at least once a week. Number 3, my mother enjoys taking care of the plants. Let's read the sentences in column B. Number 1, at weekend, we go to our farm in a nearby town to have a picnic. Number 2, my cousins and I play kite which my grandfather made for me. Number 3, they feed the animals in the farm. What actions are being done in each sentence? Anybody? That's right. Helps, sees, spends, enjoys. How about in column B? Go, play, and feed. What do you call these encircled words or words that tell action? Precisely! They are called verbs. Verbs are part of speech that denote actions. Time tells the kind of verb we have to use. Now let's focus on the sentences in column A. Let us take the subject and the verb that are used in the sentence. Mama helps. Papa sees. He spends. Mother enjoys. What can you say about the subject in the sentence? Yes, please. That's correct. The subject in the sentence is singular. Mama, Papa, he, mother, these are singular subjects. Singular means one. Notice the verbs that are used in the sentences. What can you say about the verbs? Anybody? Exactly. The verbs are in the S form, or also called as singular verb. When do we use the S form of the verb? We use the S form of the verb when the subject is singular. Now let us proceed to the sentences in column B. Let us take again the subject and the verb in the sentences. We go, my cousins and I play, they feed. If the subjects of the sentences in column A are singular, how about the subject of the sentences in column B? You got it! Plural subject. Plural means two or more. What can you say about the verbs used in the sentences? That's right. The verbs are in the base form, or what we call plural verb. When do we use the base form of the verb? We use the base form of the verb if the subject is plural. When you are telling an action in the present time, use the present tense of verbs. Present tense of verbs can be S form or singular verb. It can also be base form or plural verb. These verbs are used when the action happens repeatedly and regularly. Here are some examples of base form of verb and the S form of verb. Help, helps. See, sees. Go, goes. Try, tries. Study, studies. Brush, brushes. Wash, washes. Some S form of the verb, especially words or verbs that end in letter Y, you've got to change Y to I and add ES to form the S form of the verb. In some cases, ES is added to the word to form the S form of the verb, just like go and do, including words or verbs that end in SH, such as brush and wash. Now let us try if you can do this activity. All you have to do is to choose the correct present tense of verb. Are you ready? Let's do it! The dog blank the cat. Chase or chases? That's right, chases. The dog chases the cat. The dog is a singular subject, so it will take the S form of the verb. Number 2. They blank television regularly. Watch or watches? That's great. The answer is watch. They watch television regularly. They is a plural subject, so it will take the base form of the verb. He blank playing the piano. Enjoy or enjoys? Correct. The answer is enjoys. He is a singular subject, so it will take the S form of the verb. The kids blank their lessons every day. Study, studies. The correct answer is study. The kids study their lessons every day. She blank her best to accomplish her modules on her own. Try or tries? The correct answer is tries. She tries her best to accomplish her modules on her own. Number 6. I blank English subject. Love or loves? You got it! The answer is love. I love English subject. Please take note, kids, that I is an exemption to the rule. I will always take the base form of the verb. Great job, kids! I knew you could do it! Here is another activity for you to perform. In this activity, we are going to use your permanent groupings. Each group is given a task to perform. Accomplish the task assigned to you for 5 minutes. Write your answer in your notebook. You may also refer to your module in English. For the first group, here is your task. Complete the given sentences using the appropriate simple present form of the verb. And for the second group, your task is choose the proper verb tense from the choices. And for the group 3, form sentences using the following simple present tense of the verb. Make sure that the subject agrees with the verb used. It's time to check your work. Here are the answers. I read a book daily. They love to attend the national anthem every morning. We pray to God every day. My mother bakes cookies every weekend. He likes to eat sandwich with margarine. Second test for Group 2. Here are the answers. Plants blank water to grow. The correct answer is need. Plants need water to grow. Number 2. Sally blank in the house down the street. A lived. The correct answer is Sally lives in the house down the street. Number 3. I blank to eat jicama and cucumber. Craved. The correct answer is crave. Martin blank for a walk every day with friends. Letter A goes, B go, C gone. The correct answer is Martin goes for a walk every day with friends. Number 5. He blanked to read book rather than play with friends during his leisure. A prefer, B prefers, C preferred. The correct answer is prefers. Here are the answers for the third task. Form sentences using the following simple present tense verbs. Make sure that the subject agrees with the verb used. Number 1. The police officer interrogates the driver. They respond quickly to situations. The president praises the mayors. The honor pupils receive awards yearly. DOH reminds to observe health protocols. Take note that in this activity, answers may vary. You did great in this activity. Well done, everyone. Congratulations. I'm pretty sure you still want more, so here is another activity. Determine whether the simple present tense verbs are used correctly in the following sentences. Draw a smiley face if it is correct, a heart if it is incorrect. Do it in your notebook for 5 minutes. My teacher advocates child protection in school. Number 2, our school promotes child-friendly atmosphere. Number 3, my deaf classmates uses sign language. Number 4, I show respect and kindness to my classmates who are different. Number 5, we listens to the radio and watch TV to prepare for calamities. Please pause the video to perform the task. Time is up. Let's see if you got it all correct. Let's check. My teacher advocates child protection in school. Correct. Number 2, our school promotes child-friendly atmosphere. It is correct. Number 3, my deaf classmates use a sign language. That sentence is incorrect. The correct sentence should be, my deaf classmates use sign language, not uses. I show respect and kindness to my classmates who are different. The correct answer is smiley. This sentence is correct. Number 5, we listen to the radio and watch TV to prepare for calamities. This sentence is incorrect. The correct sentence should be, we listen to the radio and watch TV to prepare for calamities. We is a plural subject, so it will take the base form of the verb. Congratulations for those who got a perfect score. Here is a speaking activity that you will perform. For 5 minutes, recall things or actions you do every morning, You do regularly, weekly, or you do every year. Make sure to answer in complete sentences using present tense. Invite someone to listen to you while you share the things you do regularly, weekly, yearly, and every morning. Do this for 5 minutes. And now it's time to sum up what you've learned today. Anybody can share what you've learned today? You're truly an ace in this class. Thanks for your answer. We learned about present tense of verbs. When do we use the present tense of verbs? Wow, you truly amaze me. These are verbs used for actions that are happening habitually, repeatedly, and regularly. What are the two forms of present tense of verbs? Splendid answer. Singular form or the S form of the verb, and base form or the plural form of the verb. When do we use the singular form or the S form of the verb? That's correct. Singular form or the S form of the verb is used when the subject of the sentence is singular. When do we use the base form or the plural form of the verb? Certainly, that is correct. Base form or the plural form of the verb is used when the subject of the sentence is plural. Now let us see how far you've been. You will be needing a sheet of paper to take the test. Choose the correct verb form from the list to complete the sentences. Make sure to use the correct form of simple present tense. Here is a list of verbs to choose from. It's time to check. Number 1. I never blank coffee before I go to bed. The correct answer is drink. She always blank her mother with the housework. The correct answer is helps. Her husband never blanked the laundry. The answer in number 3 is does. They usually blank the bus to school. The correct answer for number 4 is take. We seldom blank dinner in a restaurant. The correct answer is eat. Number 6. They rarely blank to different countries. The answer for number 6 is travel. Number 7. She usually blank at the supermarket near her home. The answer is shops. We sometimes blank cards on the weekend. The answer is play. It often blank in June. The answer is rain. Teenagers seldom blank their parents. The correct answer for number 10 is listen to. Wow, you truly amaze me with that surefire results. Job well done, kids! And for your assignment, make sentences based on the pictures. Use the present tense of the verbs. There you go, kids. It's another day of fun and learning. This is Sir Charles. See you in our next video lesson. Stay safe.